Moin Whisky-Fans. Heute bin ich zu Gast bei der Nyborg Distillery. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes, it's correct. Yeah.
And ich bin zu Gast bei...
Nikolai von Nyborg Distillery.
Und jetzt schauen wir uns die Brennerei an. Let's go!
Ja.
So now we are in the shop with a lot of tasty bottles in front of us.
And we make gin. Everything started in the brewery in Ørbæk in 1996, making beer and soft drinks. And now we make in 2009 we started making whiskey and gin. And then in 2017 we moved the distillery to Nyborg.
Okay, so there's a lot of tasty stuff in here.
Lots of tasty stuff.
And if we turn around, there's
our gin whiskey.
good stuff.
Yeah, all our good stuff. We have a core range of whiskey is Little Isle whiskey, and we have Danish oak whiskey, and we have a peated whiskey. This is our core range, and we make a limited edition in the brown boxes over here. And it's just got a prize. Our 12th year got a prize. Ultimate best whiskey of the year.
Oh, you have a 12-year-old whiskey.
12th year, yeah.
Oh, that's
Actually,
quite old.
We have a 15 years also.
Jesus.
Yes, but
Wow.
it's sold out at the moment.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that's our products.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Isle of Fionia. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to try this.
And then we have a Danish oak whiskey. It's made from oak. The barrels are made from oak in Fyn. We know where they cut up the wood on GPS coordinates, and then we put our whiskey on these barrels. So that's also
Danish
a good story.
oak.
Danish oak, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Never heard of that before.
No?
Cool.
And then we have over here, we have our what do you call it? We have only one bottle each. We save it as a
Yes.
limited edition.
Your vault.
Vault, yeah, exactly, yeah.
The
Bottle number one of each we make. Yeah.
The whiskey vault.
Yes.
Awesome. So these are all, is that a single cask or in terms of or limited small batch editions?
Yeah, it's a limited edition, yeah.
Ooh, cask number one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ja, det tror jeg også, ja. Ja, ja. Nej, præcis. Lige præcis der. Vi må se. Ja, det er ikke så godt lige nu. Ja.
Wow. We just entered a room and I had to start filming. There is a huge train in here.
Yeah, it's an old train repair buildings. So we renovated and make a distillery in here
Wow.
for whiskey storage.
So the whole building is an old train building.
Yes, you see the train rails here. So the train has been driving here and repairing. But now we have mostly barrels for whiskey. Yeah.
Awesome.
And in here we have production of brewing and distilling.
Okay.
It's very old. Been working in a copper mine, I think.
A train from 1940.
Yeah.
Wow. And there's
Krups.
barrels on
German
the
Krups train.
I've never seen something like this before. This is so cool.
Yeah. It's taking up a little of space in here.
Yes.
But it's a good story.
This is sometimes it's a good thing if I come completely unprepared because I did not expect that.
No, that's good. Yeah.
It's super cool.
Yeah. And here you see the Danish oak barrels. This is 100% Danish oak, harvested on Fyn.
Cool.
And then the wood from the same trees in the same forest are made as used for chairs in the restaurant. So
okay.
you can sit on a chair of the same wood that your whiskey has been maturing on.
Awesome. And you drink the whiskey and sit on the same
exactly
on the same tree. Yeah. Cool.
That's quite fun. Yeah.
Probably yes.
This is warm, but you have a good picture.
Okay, so this is the mashing part.
This is mash tun. We're just emptying the mash tun now. A lot of ton. Yeah. It's a combi brew house.
I never really understood the difference between mashing and lautering is getting the liquid from...
You have a sieve in the bottom, getting liquid out, the wort. Yeah. So mashing is doing the heating of the grains. The barley is heated up to a temperature to get out the sugars. And now brew is done, so now we have to empty for next brew.
Cool.
It's only 2 brews a day. And then we have 4 fermenting vessels, each 6,000 liters.
Ooh, that's huge, nice wash bags.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful.
Made of wood. It's not normal, not that many who has that.
And the nice still pot still setup.
Put the wort to the fermenters. We add yeast, and then it starts fermenting. Let's have a look. Here we got a brew from yesterday and a brew from today. So this has not been started fermenting yet, but here you can see the yeast is working on the sugars.
Yes. Familiar.
New. Yes. Yeast is eating sugar and making alcohol.
What kind of flavors are you aiming for?
You get a lot of green apples and very fruity.
How long are you fermenting for?
Fermenting process is 5 days. About.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also quite long.
We have no cooling on it.
Yes.
So we let it ferment until it's done. Yeah. But you feel that the temperature is rising.
Yeah, it's always crazy, huh?
Yeah. So when it's done fermenting, then we distill it.
Cool. What is your? You have What is your malt?
The malt is organic barley from called a local malt house. Malt house, yeah.
So your whiskey is organic as well, then?
Yes. All we do is organic.
Cool.
The type of malt is evergreen. Yeah. Doing the brewing and the barrels and the filling and everything.
2 people?
2 people, and then we have 1 bookkeeping, half-time bookkeeping. So that's what we can afford right now.
Right.
We've been 5 people, but we have due to COVID and time as it is now.
So let's have a look at your distillation.
Yes.
We have 2 pot stills.
2 pot stills,
with
identically.
Columns.
Columns, yes. We bought them to make gin, but now we only do whiskey, and we use the small one in the back.
Yeah.
From the brewery, old days, we use it for gin and aquavit now. So the 2 big ones are only dedicated for whiskey.
So do you use the columns when you distill the whiskey also?
Not really. We run through it, and that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you try to be as close to single malt
exactly,
production in Scotland.
Make it as complex as possible.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, it's good for the aging of the whiskey to make it complex. Yeah.
Because usually when I see this kind of setup, I get a bit nervous with the columns.
Yeah, exactly. It's a question of knowing your equipment, how to run it.
Yeah.
In the beginning, in the brewery times, we use the column to make a clean spirit, but the taste and the flavor of the whiskey is not the same.
Yeah.
So it's learning by doing.
So here's the filling tank where the spirit goes into the cask. Awesome. How much whiskey or spirit do you produce right now?
We do about, what do we do? 30,000 liters a year right now. Yeah. It's not much, but we are trying to build it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. The barrels prices are also very, very high.
I can imagine. Okay, speaking about barrels, we have a beautiful warehouse in the background, so let's have a look.
Go ahead.
I was quite impressed when I came here the first time. So we are looking at a small wrecked warehouse, if I can call it that.
Yeah.
But there's a train inside. I'm still quite fascinated by that view. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we use for the first time we use a lot of American barrels. They've been cheap to get. Now it's more expensive, so now we're looking into different barrels, and we got our own barrels made, Danish wood. We have a good cooperage in Portugal actually, making barrels for us. Yeah.
So you have your own barrels from Danish oak.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to try that.
So, yeah.
That would be a first for me.
You get a little more power and tannins of it.
Awesome.
It's fresh oak. Yeah. And then we have the Little Isle. Our standard whiskey is made from finish on port finish. This will be the Little Isle, the next packaging.
Porto LBV.
Yeah. And then I like to try to play around with some sherry also.
I see some Pedro Jimenez cask here, some small ones, and beautiful setup here. Hey guys, welcome on the Whiskey Roads again with me, Leon, and I am in Denmark, and I am a bit mind blown by the project. Who am I talking to right now?
Nikolaj Rømer from Nyborg Distillery.
Thank you very much for having me. It's the 5th day on the road through Denmark, and I'm absolutely mind blown about the hospitality and the kindness of Danish people, and the whiskey industry here is just so friendly. And we just walked in here. we walked into this building, and there is a train sitting inside of the warehouse. And you just have to tell me about the story quickly. What are you guys doing here? Because I thought, oh, maybe that's another small whiskey distillery in Denmark, and I come here, it's a huge building, it's beautiful, and there's a restaurant, and it's such an amazing place. How did you come here to have this project?
Well, the story is that I moved here with my family, and then I passed by to the brewery. We have a brewery 10 kilometers from here. I passed by for working every day, and we saw this building, my father and I said to my father, why not make a distillery in here? And he said, yeah, okay, that's maybe a good idea. So we asked the local people who owned the building, and there was a local train repair. Yeah. And then we bought it, started repairing the buildings, and then we moved the distillery from Ørbæk Brewery. We started in 2009, the distillery. We moved to here in 2017 when the building was ready.
And how long have you been making whiskey here now?
Since 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
But you have whiskey that is aged 12 to 15 years, right?
16 years. Actually.
16 years.
Yes.
For a Danish whiskey, 16 years. That is crazy.
It's still in a barrel, so we save it for a little.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try some stuff. We already have been in the visitor center. I will give you guys a full tour through the distillery. Not sure if that will be on the same video, but yeah. Now, thank you very much, and we will start with our 10 questions run that will be probably featured in another video, but we'll see about that. I just wanted to share with you guys my complete and utter chaos, because I'm so impressed of this place, and I'm really happy to be here, and I can't wait to show you guys the whole place, the distillery, and to talk about your whiskies and to try some whiskies, obviously.